welcome back to the Creators POV podcast. I'm Noah.
And I'm Ethan.
And we got a special guest, Critzy Ounlokham, with us today. Christian and I met in middle school. We went to Goodwill Middle School together.
Dang.
Yeah, good times, man. It's been a minute since then. Gosh, yeah. And then I feel like we stayed connected through high school because we had a lot of mutual friends. And you were doing DMI Collective, which was really dope.
Got it on me right now.
Let's go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get into that a little bit today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Tyler and
I actually was going to have him come by too, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think he's probably busy.
Yeah.
But the kid's always busy.
We'll have to get him on one of these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, so just for those that don't know Christian, give the people an intro, man.
Oh, my name's Christian. Some people know me by Critzy. I'm a videographer, creative, just in the mix kind of thing. I don't really have anything set that I'm working on so far, like too much right now.
Where did Critzy originate from?
So actually, it was my Xbox gamer tag. Our kids. So that's what it came from, and then it was actually Tyler that called me it, mostly just as a joke, in person, and whatever. And it just caught on. It caught on a lot in college, actually.
Yeah.
So I just had it on my Instagram bio, or Instagram name was Critzy.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just go by that kind of for all my creative stuff.
Yeah. I feel like we've had a lot of ex-gamers on here, Isaac Jarnigan, Borg. Who else? Am I missing any?
I feel like a lot of editors and video guys and stuff like that, they originate from Call of Duty mostly too.
Yeah.
Because I was like for editing.
Yep.
And, montages and stuff. So
yeah,
it makes a lot of sense.
Did you ever get into that?
We did a little bit. Tyler did a lot more when we were younger, and he was an actual trick shotter, on a team and everything.
Yeah.
And I would edit some of his clips, and that's kind of where I started editing. Because I just picked it up and I was like, I'm not that good at the game. So just find something that I'm good at. And so I just edited his clips and we just took off from there with the video stuff in high school.
Yeah.
It's dope.
So high school is when you really started diving into it, you would say?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Definitely sophomore, junior year of high school.
What made you want to get into that?
I think mostly it was just, we were just kids having fun, and how Balls Life was a huge thing then too.
Yep.
We would we would watch mixtapes, watch Call of Duty montages, and I was like, we could do that too. We've got so much free time. Always been interested in creative stuff with camera work, and so we just picked it up, and we were just making videos in high school, and that's really what started DMI Collective before it was a clothing brand.
Yeah.
So
give Ethan a little taste of DMI Collective.
Yeah. So it was 2016, I believe. It's for our sophomore year. There was me and my friend Tyler. We just started recording us day in the life, vlogs, and we started interviewing people at the fair and stuff. Yeah. And
that's
all it was. We were just kids with the camera walking around. Nothing crazy. And then we just started making merch for that. And it turned into a whole clothing brand type of thing.
That's sick.
Des Moines. Because we ran with the DMI Collective name. So it was we really wanted to support just local creativity too.
That's dope. What's it stand for?
Just Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa Collective? Yeah. And dope.
So that was, I don't know, that was a long time ago, I feel like.
Yeah. What was your favorite drop that y'all did for DMI Collective?
I can't remember the number. I think it was maybe the third one. Third one, I think, was my favorite. It was the one with I don't know if you ever known or seen all of them, but it was the one that was sideways on the back, and it was just a bunch of lettering.
I think I know what you're talking about. Was it a gray hoodie with black letters? Or was that a different one?
That was a different one. That
Okay.
one was cool too.
Yeah.
So that actually a story behind that one was that was like all from my portfolio, and we just cut like a bunch of pictures out from it.
Yeah.
And just did like the black and white outline.
Yeah.
Just threw it onto like a comic strip type of thing.
Yep.
Is that the one you're talking about?
I think so. Yeah.
Is that one? That was one of our. We never released that one actually.
Okay.
Just like one of 5.
Hmm.
And then, but the one I'm talking about was like Lost in Perfection.
Oh,
2016.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's coming back to me now. Yeah. That was a good one. I really like the was it Against All Odds?
Yeah, that was this one.
Yeah.
Then we did like the other, just the front design one.
Yeah.
That was dope.
You ever gonna like bring that back ever? Or is that just like,
It's in the talks actually this year, this upcoming year. Me and Tyler share like a really close bond through golf.
yeah.
So I think we want to do something with golf because a lot of the guys we know are picking it up too.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I don't know if you guys golf. Do you guys golf?
Oh yeah, I love to golf.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we might do
just-
like a.
I just go to Top Golf and try and hit it as hard as I can. Not
Dude.
accurate.
It's fun though, you know.
True.
I don't know. I don't want to say too much probably because I don't know what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
But we were in the talks of doing like a kind of like a tournament style, just for the community, and then
That'd be dope.
Yeah, just sell T-shirts for it too.
That's sick.
Yeah,
Just like a competitive tournament?
yeah.
Or
Like we'll have like prizes, first, second, third, whatever,
that'd be cool.
and then just four-man scramble.
Little scramble, yeah. That's dope.
You guys could have like a creatives team. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if I want to golf with Marquis.
Yeah.
I feel like he's good though. I don't know.
Marquis?
Yeah. Do you know?
I went to Top Golf with him in Arizona, and I think he won.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
All right.
He's pretty good.
I'm down.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like what we kind of planned to do was have like you guys, I guess, and then there's Dirtbag Golf now. They just started up last year, and they're like a content channel with we know Colby Chupp from them, and
Are they based in Iowa?
yeah,
Cool.
yeah. It's a bunch of like creative sections of people. I feel like.
Yeah.
And just having them all come and together to golf would be sick.
That'd be dope. Reach out to the good boys and be like, yo, come smoke all of us.
Sick.
It'd be crazy.
Nah, we would kill us. It'd be so bad.
That'd be fun though.
It would be so much fun.
Yeah.
So after high school, I feel like took a break from DMI Collect. You went to Iowa State, right?
Yep.
Tyler went to Iowa.
Yeah.
And then like, how did you take a break from like creating videos and designing stuff, or did you keep doing that but kind of in the shadows, or like what was that like going into college? and all
I
that?
think in college it was like I felt like I took a break from a lot of it, but like my coursework was really centered around that stuff too. So I was still editing stuff, still filming stuff, mostly just for school projects and like stuff like that, not for myself.
What'd you study in school?
I was journalism and digital media. So,
Okay. Wow.
That's cool.
So it was a lot of just like cut and paste and stuff like that for my school projects, things outlined. But I was still doing it. It wasn't anything that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And I picked up the camera a few times to just record like my friends and like the crazy stuff we would do in college. But I never really fell back in love with it until I'd say after I left Ames.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you using your degree, would you say?
Not really. So actually, I'm not finished with my degree.
Okay. Do you want to
got-
finish it, or?
Yeah, that's definitely something I'm planning to do in the future. Just because like I'm so close to being finished too.
Yeah.
But I'm not right now. I kind of am, but I feel like the portfolio like talks more
Yeah.
to people with like the contracting stuff that I was doing with like So
Yeah. What are your thoughts on just like a college education? Like,
I
would
think
you recommend it?
I would for like some people. Then other people, I feel like it's not necessary. It just depends what you're going for, and I think you want to know what you're doing going into getting a degree. I feel like I went in there not really knowing what I was going to do, and it was just I felt like I wasted some time too.
Yeah.
Like being open major and everything, and Iowa State really didn't have a set program for what I felt like I wanted to do. So
What would have that been?
I really was interested in film going in, like film school and stuff, like cinematic.
Yeah.
But yeah, Iowa State didn't have that program. So I just ran with like the journalism side, just still having camera in my hand.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That's dope.
If you could go to one other college besides Iowa State, what would you have?
I mean, USC obviously is a huge film school. I always say like Iowa too. Just I wonder like what it would have been for DMI Collective if me and Tyler stayed like close.
Sure.
Location.
Yeah.
But I think we would have worked on a lot more stuff like throughout the years too.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
but yeah.
Um.
A Cyclone now though.
Yeah. Let's go. Go State.
Go State.
Having a historic year.
Yeah,
right
they
now
are.
in
They're
basketball.
really good.
Yeah. Back in the dub column finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like 2-3 games stretch.
Yeah.
That was
3-game losing streak.
That was kind of rough.
Yeah.
But they look good. They look solid.
Yeah. March couldn't come sooner, man.
I know.
This weather sucks.
Yeah. No kidding, dude.
Just want some March Madness. We'll have to watch some games or something.
For real. That'd be dope. Have a watch party.
Yeah, absolutely.
March Madness.
Tell us about like the creative scene in Ames.
So actually, I was not tapped into the creative scene too much until last year. That's when I met like Isaac, and I never even met Eli until like the creative meetup, which is crazy because we both lived in Ames.
Yeah.
Like we saw each other's stuff all the time, and like we were mutuals through Isaac, but I never met him until the creative meetup, which was dope. Like that's what I love about like your guys' meetup. It's like I see people's stuff on the internet all the time, but to actually meet them like in a space like that is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
That's awesome. And
What are you planning on going back to school, or are you like, cause you still live in Ames, right? Or you
I live out here.
You live
actually,
back
yeah.
down here?
Yeah,
Okay.
Western.
Are you planning on going back like in this future, online, transfer?
Online or transfer, I think.
Yeah.
If I were, because I don't think I'd go back to Ames.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I just feel like there's nothing there for me anymore.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. You brought like Cade. Did you bring Jack and Clay as well?
Yep. So I'd say the creative scene, Ames is mostly, it's a lot of designers. Like the College of Design there is like huge.
Yeah.
So I think the design community is crazy there. And then just obviously like sports photography, sports videography, it's huge. Music, that's what Cade is. Cade's music. I met a lot of music guys there.
Yeah.
So
What are your thoughts on like just the music scene in like the Des Moines area and surrounding Des Moines area?
I really like it. I think I've been talking to a lot of people from Untitled GRDN.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want to base that off of, is going to be just music media.
Yep.
Like local underground music media.
Yep.
And stuff like that. So I think there's a lot of potential around this area, Des Moines and stuff. But people are good around here. They just need to be seen,
100%. Yeah.
Tell us about Untitled GRDN, because
And start with that.
start with the name, like Untitled GRDN. Like what is that? Where did that come from?
So Untitled it's actually just like have anything put behind
couldn't think of a
garden.
name, so
like I
you
really just like
Untitled.
garden.
Yeah.
So I started the page with Untitled just because I was like, I'll change it later. And I kind of just ran with it. Like it has like a decent ring, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But Garden it's GRDN, it stands for Growing, Rising, Day and Night.
Mm.
And I want to base the whole brand around like underground and local music and the aspects of like a seed growing start, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to put it into words, I think, but
Yeah.
there's like a visual
I get it.
concept that I had for it.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's sick.
So you've always loved music? Like, is that something you've
Yeah.
always been passionate about?
I love music. I think, dude, me and you DJing middle school, DJing. So you should say
the little dance, the school dances.
we had
or
like
whatever.
school dances, and me and Noah would just play music off his iPod for everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think that I've always wanted to be tapped into like some kind of music,
Yeah.
like scene or something.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I DJ here and there now, just for fun.
Mhm.
I did it in college for a little bit, and Cade's trying to get me to like take it more seriously and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's for me, but I've always enjoyed sharing music.
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
it's like unknown music and stuff.
I feel like I've always loved music, and like I'm a drummer, but I feel like one of the reasons, music inspires like a lot of what I do, I feel like.
I'd say the same. Like my videos and everything, it all
Yeah.
comes from music. Like what I feel from that music is how I visually create like a
Yeah.
video for something, or
Yeah.
that's like the foreground for everything, you know?
Yep. And then like I feel like I had to come to a kind of a revelation that like I'm not I don't have a future in music. Like I'm not that good to where I can do that.
Yeah, same.
So that's why like I went this route, I feel like.
Yeah.
Ethan, I don't know about you, but
I think it's just whatever you kind of put your mind to, part of it.
Yeah.
But
that's
also
true,
like,
too.
I don't know. I met some people who have made it by not being that talented.
Yeah.
And like, no dig, but it's just like you made it because you right place, right time, right person in the right environment. You put your stuff out at, the right time, whatever it takes, sometimes it's just like the story. Like, now we have social media where you can put pretty much anything anywhere,
I'd say
and
story sells a lot.
any time it could just take off. Just never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I think music for me, like it's always been a huge part of my life. It always will be. Like creating music, writing music, producing it, listening to it, just letting it like such a unique experience of like,
is.
no matter what genre, you can always like have something just like be sticking out to you in your mind.
Yeah.
So yeah.
yeah. What first of all, tough question. Would you rather not be able to hear for the rest of your life,
I was just gonna bring this up.
or would you rather not be able to see?
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Like really.
Basically, would you rather be able to watch like, a
Right,
video
yeah.
or listen to music? Pick your choice.
Dude,
That is so tough.
I feel like I just had this conversation with somebody the other day. You gotta go with never be able to hear. It's just
That's so tough, but I get it. I get it.
It'd be easier to live that way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
not being able to.
You can also see the beauty of the world.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, that'd
No
be such a
music.
tough.
No music
sacrifice, man.
would hurt.
Yeah.
Would hurt. But I think I would have to go the same. Like just the efficiency of living
Yeah.
is just so much easier with sight.
Exactly.
Yeah. Gosh. Damn, that's crazy.
That is a crazy question, actually. Yeah. Because you got to go with eyesight, I think.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. What did y'all think of the Kendrick halftime show, the Super Bowl?
I enjoyed it. I did.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of messaging behind it and everything that he did.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of art. I know a lot of people didn't like it.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
like him or hate him as an artist, I think you have to appreciate what the excellence in the performance.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think I was talking to someone about this. I think people hold the Super Bowl in too high regard because you have 14 minutes to shock the world. Mm-hmm. And that's impossible as an artist. Like you don't get an opener. You get 22 dudes on the football field going at it for however long, 2-3 hours.
Exactly.
And then everyone watches the Super Bowls now for the commercials, like the commercials and the halftime shows. Nobody cares about the game anymore. So you're competing with just so much.
Yeah.
And the shock factor will never be the same again. Yep. I think that's what people need to understand about the Super Bowl halftime show is you will likely not be wowed in any form. Like it's just almost impossible. Like whenever the Snoop, Dre, Eminem, Kendrick, who's their fifth? Didn't they have fifth?
50 Cent.
Was it 50?
I think he was, yeah.
Whenever that halftime show, there was so much, like everyone was just ready for the wow, and it never came because you had 5 dudes competing for 14 minutes for their 15 seconds of fame. And you won't have, like, that platform is so tough. Like, I couldn't imagine being in a position where it's like, all right, you have 14 minutes and you have like pretty much everywhere in the world. I can't say that for like a fact because I don't want to get clowned like Noah Lyles is like talking in the Olympics or whatever, like the NBA is the best athletes in the world. What are you talking about? Like it's America. Like I don't want to say a hot topic like everyone in the world is watching the Super Bowl, but the Super Bowl is
huge.
One of the, if not the controversial take, one of the biggest stages in the world. Mm-hmm. And you have to perform and everything has to go right. Now, that being said, I think the performance was great for what it was. He's currently a hugely controversial artist just for what, won 5 Grammys for They Not Like Us, that whole thing. Crazy. The subtleties and even the blaring like messaging. I think the subtle messages were far more impactful than the blaring ones. But, and then, because I'm a huge film nerd, the cinematography was insane. I watched a bunch.
Like perfect for TV.
It was insane.
They color graded it live too.
They color graded it live. They ran with, I think I read 14 Venice packages, a bunch of Raptor XLs. There were a couple others, like for like moving cams, steady cams and stuff like that, but like insane. Like that much firepower to make a show go, and it just worked. Like I think the fact that it wasn't too loud, like visually or artistically, speaks a lot because the Super Bowl is supposed to wow you. And I'm like, honestly, I thought it was just great. Like it wasn't like that was terrible, but also I didn't come away feeling like had I not watched it, I don't think I would have missed out. And I think maybe that almost, I don't know, hot take is better than being like everyone talking about it because it still got everyone to talk about it.
I saw a clip. It was like, I think it was T-Pain. I think he said something.
Yeah. I know.
He was like, everybody always asks if I would do like a Super Bowl halftime show. And he would always say that like he doesn't have that production for it. Couldn't do anything crazy. And then he watched Kendrick's and he's like, oh, maybe I could,
I think
because it doesn't take that much to make like impact on what you're showing off like as an artist,
I think it's a insanely huge risk with potential for very little reward because like if you're at the beginning of your career, you have a album, 2 albums, I know they wouldn't probably just they're not clearly going to put just anybody on the stage. Yeah. But if it's like, okay, hot topic. I think Sabrina Carpenter would not have a good halftime performance. I think it would be an interesting performance. I think it would be an interesting show. Yeah. But she has not had like an established career that has withstood the test of time. I think that would be an insanely huge risk with a potential for a very little reward. Because if you don't nail it, you're always going to
Right.
go back to that. And if you do nail it, are you getting your 15 seconds of fame? Or are you getting like, you know, some quick hitters for like, okay, your next tour, now you have to live up to that. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people forget about, you know, just Super Bowls in general. Like, who won 2 years ago? Or like, well, the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
Well, the Chiefs have won a lot recently, but like, I don't know. Let's just say like 10 years ago or 8 years ago, like, I don't know who won. I couldn't tell you who won the Super Bowl.
I mean, a fair bet is putting a, you know, coin flip on the Patriots.
Yeah, it's true. But I couldn't tell you who really performed at the halftime show.
Yeah, I had to look up. I remembered the last couple because you had Rihanna, right? Mm-hmm. And then you had Dre, Snoop, Eminem.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, I was like, who else has performed recently that's like memorable?
Who was before the Snoop Dre one?
No idea.
I couldn't even tell you either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like growing up, it always, to kind of go to the point that like this year, like it felt like it was stripped back a little bit, but like it still hit though. Like it still delivered. I feel like in the past growing up, people are trying to do too much.
Yeah,
like
crazy
too
production.
much, like flash and like
that's exactly how I felt about Rihanna's.
Yeah,
I was like, I felt, and I got so much heat from my friends because I was like, I think that's one of the worst halftime shows I've seen in the last decade, and I couldn't tell you who else I've watched, but I was like, this sticks out to me that it was not great, and they're like, it was so good, she killed. I was like, nah, like way overproduced, and her team killed it.
Yeah,
I don't think she did anything.
I think there's a difference.
She just showed up and showed off the baby bump.
Performance and like show.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. I think like, I mean, usually people are like changing their outfits like every minute, and like Kendrick just wore the same thing, and it was so good. It was like
a big day.
And now I see all these people like hopping on that like look, like making videos about like, I just copped some flared jeans.
Some bell-bottom jeans. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. But I think less is more. Like, I think.
You can definitely make a case for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I've always said in like my art and stuff too. Less is like more. Simplicity is nice, you know?
Yeah.
If you have the right things sending the message. Yeah. Like, I mean, he didn't need to have an overproduced, like, because everyone was on the edge of their seats waiting for him to sing the song and wonder if he would. Yeah. And he did. And so it was like, the right thing sent the message. He didn't need the production. He's like, nah, I got this. He could have just soloed it, you know?
He had 15 minutes to tease it, and he did very well at that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christian, Drake, or Kendrick?
Dude, I hate this question. For like Kendrick, sure.
Yeah.
In my opinion, he won that.
Yeah.
But Drake's always on my top 5 artists, like every year. You know?
It's true. He's always up there for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say like they both have had like really great careers. Recently, I would like Drake's new album with Party Next Door. I didn't like it personally.
I haven't really listened to it yet.
I listened to it one time.
Yeah, so I had one run through.
There was like maybe 2 songs that like stuck with me that I've added to a playlist, but like there's like 20 tracks or something.
Yeah.
Like, on the longer side, and like I wasn't messing with it, but
I agree. What would you say Drake's last like perfect album for you was?
I don't know if it's perfect, but I think the last album that like wowed me was More Life, maybe. Because he had a lot of that dance hall like beats on there, which I think still are in people's like rotation when it comes to like you know, going out and like partying and like just that kind of sound, kind of that house like dance type vibe. So that was the last album that like wowed me, I think. Which is kind of crazy. I think Scorpion came after that, and then Certified Lover Boy or whatever.
Yeah.
Those were like okay
Right.
to me, but
I always, so like, I feel like people ask that question a lot, like, and people are starting to be like Drake haters now.
yeah,
But so many people know Drake's music. Like
Yeah.
his discography is so good that if you play a song from Drake, like everyone's going to know it.
yeah,
So it's hard to be like,
Yep.
wow, he's not a great artist. Like,
Yeah.
one of the greatest. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So, what else inspires you outside of music?
I'd say storytelling. See, I really like to have my videos and stuff have a feeling. And so I want to start getting into really storytelling videos, like longer stuff and more cinematic, having maybe even like voice overs and just stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But storytelling for sure.
Yeah.
It's like one of my main concepts of what makes a great video for me, I feel like.
Yeah. Do you get inspired then by watching like movies or like other people's like cinematic, like short films, or do you read or like stories can come across in like a lot of ways?
I'm a big like movie guy, especially like 824 and like that production and
Yeah.
how they do so well with their visuals, but also capturing like a great story. Like,
Yeah.
like I feel like they always pick up stuff that has amazing writers or like drama behind their stuff. So
Yeah.
I say movies. There's also just like small, like bigger YouTube creators and smaller ones,
Yep.
TikTok and stuff that I really enjoy too.
Like who?
Can't remember. I'm terrible at like remembering names and stuff. Whenever I see it, I just see it. Natalie Lynn, I think her name is. She does YouTube. So she did a whole short film series called Borderless. I think it's Natalie Lynn. Like, I'm sorry if it's wrong, but I watched like that whole short film series and it was just her like van life, the whole 5-episode series or something.
No.
And it's really just like raw,
Yeah.
like the cinematic side of it was amazing. Storytelling. There's that creator. Then there's Simon Kim. He does a really good job. I was really into Kelly Wakasa. You ever heard of him?
No.
Wakasa he's like I don't even know what you would say. He just does like day-to-day stuff too. That's really dope. Somebody that is really good as a vlogger is 100 Thieves, you know, like Nate Shott's company or whatever, his company. He has a kid named Logan by Lo. He's done really good recently too, and just like creating day-to-day stuff.
Yeah. How would you describe your style as a, videographer, video editor?
Yeah. Right now I've been really into just beat matching a lot of stuff and just putting it up. But I'd say more like vlogish style. Like in the past and probably in the future is what I'm going to be working on.
Yeah.
So probably that. I think like going back to what we were saying about college and stuff, I think that's why I picked up the camera, was just like capture like the moments.
Yeah.
So like that vlog style was like perfect for it.
Yeah.
Or I'll just capture everything raw, just like in the moment.
Yep.
Do you have a preference for capturing horizontal or vertical?
I'm a big horizontal guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I always see vertical
This
and
is a
everyone
good
always
topic.
says it's better for clicks.
Yeah,
and stuff,
yeah.
But
I know
It
all the stuff
looks
that I've
better
seen
to
that
me
you
horizontal.
post, I think has been like mostly like creative meetups and stuff has been all horizontal. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I like that people still are like, they're like, I don't care about the engagement. I'm going to do what I like.
I haven't really cared too much about engagement and stuff and clicks. Because I don't know, like vertical just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to.
I appreciate both, for like the right context.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like
for my stuff, I would shoot vertical
for
out
your
there.
videos that you've been doing, like for the meetup and just in general, like it makes sense that it's horizontal because of the vlog. Like it's supposed to feel like a vlog.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to feel like something you watch on YouTube.
It's like vlog home video almost style, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
I really enjoy doing right now.
Yeah.
Cause like the VHS stuff and like stuff like
Yeah.
that. I did
Yeah.
for Charles. That was a
Yeah.
lot of fun.
That was dope. Yeah. Did you bring the Osmo to the last meetup, or was that?
That was my homie Jet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
He just got that from his girl. She bought it from him as a gift. And he's been wanting to tap back in. And I was like, dude, that's like the perfect thing for you.
Yeah.
He does, because he has like a really cool JDM car. I was like, that's perfect. Like you can buy mounts to put it on there
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
That's sick.
So, okay. At the meetup, Jet came in wearing your hoodie,
Yeah.
and like because he had your hoodie on, I knew he was there for the meetup.
Right.
Like I just assumed, like, okay,
Yeah,
he's
that's
Christian's homie. He's gonna, he's here for the meetup. And then I was like talking to him, like, so how'd you like find out about the meetup and stuff? And he's like talking about you and how, cause he's in our class, right? 2019. So like he was talking about how like DMI Collective inspired him, like coming up
Yeah.
through high school. And then like, he was saying how, like, he's just inspired by what you're doing with Untitled GRDN, and like, he wants to get back into like video and photo and stuff. So like, how does that feel to know that like, you've like made an impact on somebody, even if it's one person? Like, how does that feel to you?
I don't know. I don't think about that too much, but
Yeah.
there has been like people that said it to us in the past, like me and Tyler with the whole DMI Collective stuff. And like even Julio J. Killa, like Billy Club, he said that like we were like pioneers of our age,
Yeah.
like for our like just our age group and everything, the creative scene. It feels good. It's just like it's hard to think that we actually made that much of an impact just
Right.
because we weren't thinking that,
Yeah. And I think about that too with this. Like,
Yeah.
we talked about it on our episode with Holden. Have you met him?
I think
Maybe
I
at the
did
meetup
at a
a couple
meetup,
times
yeah.
ago.
We didn't get to talk much, but
Yeah. So like he was kind of talking to us about like, I guess just impact and like how you might not see like, the effect you're having on people like immediately or now, but it's like even these type of conversations, right? Like these will have like ripple effects
Right.
for years to come.
all right.
You being on here, like what you're about to do next, it's going to be big. That's going to impact people. And it's just like a ripple effect, and it just grows.
Yeah, that's what's like important about community too, in my opinion. Just like having everyone not really just like back you up fully or anything, but supporting, it's huge.
Yeah.
I think that's really dope. So
Yeah.
shout out to everybody that has said that.
Yeah.
Like we inspired them and everything.
Yeah.
So that's huge. It like I wouldn't say, I don't know how to put this into words. It's not what we did it for, but it's nice that it came with it.
Yeah.
Like just having that nostalgia too behind it.
Yeah.
It's like knowing.
Yep. So what's next for you? Like what are some of your goals for 2025 that you want to achieve?
So I don't know. This year for me, I think is going to be more full creative video stuff that I really want to put out for myself, and just more building the garden, like meeting new artists around here and just really trying to unravel the whole underground music scene and have everybody be a part of Untitled GRDN. I don't know what that means yet, because I do like the idea of music videos and everything, and I've shot a couple for guys around here, but like I said, like the storytelling and stuff is what I really am passionate about with video. So I kind of maybe want to start a series called like just like the life of an underground music, or just like the making of their music and stuff
That'd be
like
dope.
that. Yeah,
That'd be dope.
because I know a lot of people have different processes of making their music.
Yeah.
So I know people make music in their closet, you know, and stuff like that. I think it'd be cool to tell that story.
Yeah.
All that. So
Yeah. You like Cole Bennett, right?
yeah, love him.
Yeah.
He's great.
I feel like I see like what he did with like Lyrical Lemonade and like how he grew that thing, and like and he did that in like Chicago, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just like I could see something like that being a thing, because it's just like it's a lot of the art scene and the music scene and everything's just like growing, you know, around here. So
I agree.
yeah.
Look out for something, I guess. I don't know. I just been going back and forth with like names for stuff. Right now I really like the name Beneath the Soil. It's like a play on behind the scenes, just BTS.
Yo, that's sick.
So,
I like that.
yeah.
Yeah. I
So
like
we might
a
do
lot.
that. I don't know. Not
Yeah.
sure yet. But otherwise, just personally, I'd book a couple weddings for next year,
Nice.
2026 and stuff like that.
Is this your first time getting into that?
I've done a couple. I'd say just 2.
Yeah.
And so the people that I've met with for next year, they really like just my Instagram stuff.
Yep.
And then they just want like home video style almost, which is pretty dope. Like I don't have to think too much about equipment and like production and
Yeah.
like getting, I don't know. Like they're kind of just giving me creative freedom. And they just want something mostly for social media, like a long video to recap on, just have on hand always of the whole wedding.
Yeah.
It's dope.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, so we wrap every episode with going over something that has inspired us recently. So what you got,
Put
man?
me on the spot. Oh,
If you need to think too, Ethan and I can probably go.
yeah, go ahead.
You got yours first?
I think for me, getting out of Iowa for a little bit was nice.
Yeah.
Going to Arizona, I see why you like it, Ethan. It's a very
Beautiful,
nice,
man.
nice state, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not there.
It's like 68 there today.
yeah,
That's cold.
3
there.
today here.
yeah. It was inspiring to me because like it was inspiring for a lot of reasons. So first reason was like I feel like I don't travel that much, so just like kind of the thrill of traveling and just going somewhere else, that in itself is like a good feeling, because you know it's like, oh, I can do this, like, you know, you're getting out of your comfort zone and you're going somewhere new, so that's inspiring. But also like I bought the Fujifilm X100 VI. Is that the 6 or something? I don't know.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
And that thing has been so fun. Like I have not put that thing down. Like
Yeah.
I love that camera now.
I think
It's
it
my
was-
favorite.
I knew you would. Like, whenever you called me about it and we talked on the phone and you told me you didn't get
I
it, I'm
almost-
like, I was like, you're not going to regret it because you didn't get to shoot with it. But I knew, like, as soon as you would take one or couple photos with it, you would have been like, yeah, I can't not buy this
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
It's like, it's my favorite thing now, because it's kind of eliminated like the second guessing of like my other camera.
Yeah.
Because like with my other camera setup, which is like the EOS R, I have like different lenses,
Right.
and it's like, which lens do I want?
It's almost like a point and shoot too,
Yeah.
and that feeling. Because I was talking, Tyson was giving me a haircut one day.
Yeah.
I think it was like the day that you bought it, and I was like, yeah, he's gonna love it. Like that's like so Noah.
Yeah. Yeah. So man, I got to bring that to Arizona with me. And in the past, when I would go on trips, I would like never bring my camera because all I had was the EOS R and I had a bunch of lenses,
Right.
and I didn't know how to like bring it down into one bag.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I want to bring with me. So literally for the Arizona trip, I just brought the camera on, like I just put it across my body, and then like I brought my point and shoot film camera too, but I hardly shot with that just because like the Fuji film was basically all I needed. And it's funny looking
little thing. Right?
It's funny looking back because like we went on some hikes, and I brought the Fuji film and the film camera just because like I was overthinking it. Like, oh, what if I want to get like a film shot and a digital shot? And so like I barely shot with that film camera.
Yeah.
Like it was just an extra thing on my body, and it was kind of it was
Gets
weighing me
annoying.
down.
Yeah.
It's like, man, what is this thing hitting me as I'm walking up this mountain? Like, but yeah, I got some really good photos from that. And
That one picture you showed me on the camera in that gallery or in that studio,
yeah,
you got to post that one soon.
yeah, dude. It's like
That pic is so fire.
I have
masterpieces.
a ton of photos that I haven't posted yet because like
That one you need to print.
Okay.
You need to print for sure.
Okay. You're gonna have to show me which one it is exactly because I
Yeah.
can't even remember.
You showed it to me. I was like, wait, go back to this one. I was like, that
He's
one.
just skipping through.
Yeah, I was like, nah, that picture is sick.
Run that back.
Yeah, because like I don't know. I feel this way, and I don't think it matters. Like, I'm just kind of getting to the point where it's like social media isn't that deep for me because it's not my job right now. So it's like in my head, I'm like, you can only post once a day, but it's like, who gives a crap? Like, just maybe I should post more than once a day because I have a lot of photos that just sit there. Like, I have a picture from my birthday a couple weeks ago with balloons that say happy birthday. And I didn't get to edit it and post it after my birthday because work just like took over my life for like 2 weeks. And I'm kind of like, bro, like I had this really great photo, but my birthday's over with. And so it's like, it'd be weird to post that now, but
Nah.
I don't know.
Who cares?
I do it all the time. And I just like my captions always just from the garden shed.
Yeah.
Because it's like the archive.
Yeah.
And then,
I mean, you saw the video I posted of my failed brunch attempt on Valentine's Day.
What happened with that? The heat just like cracked your. What happened?
No, dude. So I get up in the morning, I go work out, and then I go get groceries to make brunch. And I go to like Aldi, and that's where that story happened of the free will story that you swiped up on.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about that. And then I get home, I'm making food, and I'm like, I'm gonna record it, whatever, just for funsies. And so like I recorded it all on my phone, like just ProRes, and then just color graded it. I get all the way to the end, make it look nice. I'm headed to the table. My phone's like in my pocket, like whatever, like, and I get to the dining room table, and the table's sitting like on a rug.
okay.
And the rug had like a bubble in it, and like my foot like caught on it. And so like I ended up like tripping, but I didn't drop the plate. I set it down. I slammed it because like my weight was all coming forward. I was like, whatever. And so I was like, honestly, like it's more ironic than not because like I had all this footage. It looked dope. And then I was like, I'm just still going to post it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny, bro. You didn't bring the whipped cream, man.
Next episode.
Okay.
I should have. That's crazy.
I told him he needs to I was like, you won't take a shot of whipped cream on the podcast.
Just have a can of whipped cream right there. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Sponsor
Be
it.
like the new
Ready
thing.
Whip?
Yeah, Ready Whip sponsor. That'd be a crazy podcast. That's it.
Oh,
Ready
man.
Whip.
But yeah, the new camera and like traveling was just great for my mental.
I need to do that soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get out of Iowa just for like, I don't even.
Where do you wanna
a
go?
weekend? Somewhere warm, dude.
Do
Get
it.
me out of here.
Do it.
It's
California
so cold.
or like what's your vibe?
I don't know. Just wherever friends are, I guess. I got a buddy that just moved out to Florida 2 weeks ago. Actually, 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
So maybe Florida. 'Cause
Yeah.
He keeps bugging me about it. He's like, you need to come visit. He's like, you'll love
It's
it.
not a bad flight over there because my brother-in-law lives in Fort Lauderdale and it's like a 2-hour direct flight
Yeah.
if you take Allegiant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Ethan?
Honestly, like what's inspired me recently is just like some of the friends, some of the hangs that I've just had recently. Like today's Monday. Yeah, today's Monday. So last night, like some friends from church, one of the friends in like our young adult group, she like texted our group chat and she was like, "Hey, I'm making fried chicken and like a homemade meal tonight." And she's from the mountains in Georgia. And so she's just like real Southern hospitality. She's like, "I just want to cook for everybody, just have everybody over." So like a bunch of us went over and it's some of the best fried chicken I've ever had. Like
Georgia fried
wild,
chicken.
Man,
wild.
Southern
And I've had
fried
some,
chicken.
yeah, like I lived in the South for over a year and like, yeah, it
Fried
was,
chicken is dangerous for me.
dude, I know, man. And I was like, man, I have to go to the gym. And so like I went and worked it off and I was like, oh my gosh, but like,
That stays
I'm
with
gonna
you forever.
I know, I'm going to be dreaming about it now. So, but like realistically, just like friendships where it's like, we had no reason to hang out other than just hanging out and like just community. It's good. I like, in a sense, I kind of fill and empty my cup simultaneously because like I'm an introvert, but I also really enjoy the people that like pour into me while I also like am there. And so, yeah, it's just been good, like developing like new relationships and like continuing old ones and, you know, all that kind of jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mine's a little along those lines as well. I'd say just not like super recently, but just moving back to Des Moines, like getting closer with everybody again and being around family, just all the homies and everything. It's
Yeah.
been really cool to just be back. That really inspired me to pick up the camera again and just start working on stuff.
It's dope.
Awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you for
Yeah, dude.
taking the time, man.
Appreciate you guys.
And I'm glad
Yeah.
we found a time to reschedule. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause what was it? It was a natty, right? Is what the night we
Yeah,
were at.
it was because it was Ohio State, right? And
Oh, yeah.
yeah, I think Marquis a big Ohio State fan, and he was like, "I'm gonna put him on blast." I think Marquis was like, "Yo, you think we could reschedule the Natties tonight?"
That's
I'm
a
like,
valid excuse.
Yeah.
It worked out though for me too. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
forgot the natty was on that night too.
"Yeah." But appreciate you, bro.
Yeah,
sir.
dude. Good to have
Fun,
you
man.
on.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Also, loving the hat, bro.
Thanks, bro.
When's that
Appreciate you.
dropping?
Soon.
Soon.
It's your stuff?
Yeah. I don't know how soon. We'll see. We'll talk about it off air.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tapping in. We'll see you next time.
See you.
Peace.